The dog's barking shattered the silence of the forest like a warning meant for the living and the dead. What Officer Grace Turner was about to uncover beneath an ancient oak tree would reopen a 38-year-old mystery, reveal a child's final plea, and prove that some truths refuse to stay buried. I share news stories here every day, and I would really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and liked my video. Now, let's jump back into my story. I'm sure you love it. You keep listening till the end and tell me from which part of the world you are watching this story from. I am interested to know how far away this story traveled. Officer Grace Turner slammed the door of her cruiser and stepped onto the narrow forest road, mist curling around her boots. The barking wouldn't stop. It was deep, urgent, and unlike anything she had heard before. Her flashlight cut through the fog until it landed on a stiff German shepherd standing at the base of an enormous oak tree. The dog's fur was raised, teeth bared, eyes locked on the trunk as if it were alive. "Easy boy," Grace whispered, resting a hand near her holster. "What is it?" The dog's name was Rexa, retired police canine who had once served faithfully beside another handler before tragedy placed him in Grace's care. Though officially retired, Rex had dragged her into these woods tonight, ignoring commands, driven by something he refused to abandon. Grace lifted her flashlight higher and froze. Near the base of the tree was a strange bulge, natural, misshapen, covered in moss and dirt. It didn't look like part of the tree at all. Rex whined and scratched at the bark, claws scraping wood in desperate rhythm. Her pulse quickened as she stepped closer and touched the surface. It was cold metal. Her breath caught. Grace stumbled back and immediately called for backup. Within minutes, 2 officers arrived, along with a local fireman carrying a small cutting saw. The forest filled with the smell of gasoline and old wood as they carefully sliced through the thick bark. Rex barked louder with every inch removed, his urgency unmistakable. Then came the sound, a dull metallic clink. Grace dropped to her knees and brushed away the last layers of bark. Faded letters appeared on the rusted surface beneath. Her stomach twisted as she read them. Missing since 1987. Property of Elliot Hawkins. The name hit her like a blow. Elliot Hawkins, a 10-year-old boy who had vanished 38 years ago from this very forest. The case had haunted the county for decades, eventually going cold. His parents had died without answers. With trembling hands, Grace helped pull a rusted metal box from the tree. Over the years, the oak had grown around it, swallowing it whole. She opened the box carefully. Inside were fragments of a childhood frozen in time, a small wooden toy truck, a school ID card, and a folded note sealed in plastic. Wrapped in a faded red scarf, Grace unfolded the note. "If anyone finds this, please tell my mom I tried to come home. The man said I couldn't. He locked me here. I heard sirens once. I yelled, but no one heard me. I'm scared. My name is Elliot Hawkins." The forest fell silent. Even Rex stopped barking. Tears streamed down Grace's face as the weight of the words settled in. The fireman spoke softly, understanding dawning in his eyes. The tree hadn't just hidden the box, it had preserved it. Elliot had never escaped, but Rex suddenly barked again, darting to the other side of the tree. He sniffed furiously at the ground and began digging. Grace rushed over, her flashlight shaking. Something pale broke through the soil. Bones, tiny bones. She brushed away dirt to reveal a small sneaker, half buried, with initials carved into the side. E.H. No one spoke. One officer finally whispered, "He was right here all along." Grace collapsed to her knees, her hand resting on Rex's back as tears fell freely. "You found him," she whispered. "After all these years, you found him." By morning, the discovery had spread across the county. The forest was sealed off. Forensics confirmed what everyone already knew: the remains belonged to Elliot Hawkins. The sealed note and metal box had survived decades because the tree itself protected them, refusing to let the truth disappear. That evening, Grace returned alone. The sun dipped low, painting the forest gold. Rex sat beside her, tail resting against her boot. Grace placed a small plaque at the base of the oak, down in memory of Elliot. Hawkins lost, but never forgotten, as the wind rustled the leaves. Grace swore she heard something faint, a childlike laugh drifting through the trees. Light and free, like a long overdue thank you. She smiled softly and whispered, "Good job, partner." Rex wagged his tail once, and for the first time in decades, the forest was finally quiet. Thanks for watching till the end.